What's up, guys? Ryan, it's Friday. I just had a conversation with a good friend of mine, actually, and we were talking about her credit, and she's looking to do some things, possibly refinance. And when we were talking about credit, she's like, I use cash for everything. Isn't that better? And I'm going to tell you why it's not better. First off, when you use cash, you're not building credit. There's no paper trail. There's no history of it. Your credit cards don't show it. They're not going to reflect utilization, so nothing's going to impact your scores. And if you don't have much credit, you're not using credit, you can't build credit, and chances are your scores are going to be lower. There's no paper trail, so when you're actually looking to make purchases and you're trying to show that you can pay on time, which is what credit history is, there's no history of it. You're not showing anything. And if you have cash and you're trying to buy a house, you can't use that cash unless it's in an account. So it's much better to start taking your cash, putting it into an account, using a credit card, paying that credit card off every week, every 2 weeks. If you're afraid of getting into debt, that's what you need to do. When you're using credit, to use credit means you're showing responsibility. That is the most important thing. When you show responsibility, when you go to get a mortgage, lenders are going to look at you and say, hey, you're responsible. Why? Because there's paper trails. We can see that you have balances and that you pay them off on time. It's going to show monthly on-time payment history. It's also going to show utilization. The utilization is one of the factors that they look at. How much credit do you have versus how much credit are you using? If you're using a lot of your credit, they think you're overextended, then they think you're a big risk and they don't want to lend you more money. If you have low utilization, it shows responsibility, assuming on-time payment history, then they're more willing and they're going to give you better, more favorable loan conditions because you should have a higher credit score. And obviously the last thing, when you use credit cards, instead of depleting everything into your account, you may have a purchase 0% interest, and instead of paying $2,000, you may only have to pay $200 a month. So you're going to save that money that you have in your account that you could use for your down payment and your closing costs, and they just factor that into your debt to income ratio. So there's many different reasons to use this. Most people used to say cash is king. That was the thing of the past. Today, credit is power. I'll always give that to my good friend David Leach. Guys, it's really important. If you want to start building a good credit score, if you want to show good credit history, you have to use credit, you've got to manage credit, you've got to keep low balances, and always make sure you're paying it on time. Hope you have an awesome Friday. We'll catch up with you guys next week. Bye.